What's up, everybody? This is Tom with Smartphone World, and I am here again to tell you a few more things about the smartphone world industry. Alright, well, first I would like to talk about the LG Optimus G Pro. Well, that is definitely coming out, guys. I mean, without a doubt, it is coming out. It's a 5.5-inch HD 1080 display. It has 404 ppi pixel density. And let me explain to you what the pixel density means when I say 404. That's 404 dots per inch per line of resolution. That is a lot. I mean, a lot of people are talking about on how it is very difficult for even the eye to catch that kind of quality, but that's bull. The only people that will complain about how it is unnecessary to have that high of PPI is iPhone fans, because their PPI is nowhere near 404 or above like I've been hearing on some smartphones. Now, like for instance, the Samsung Galaxy S4 that's supposed to be coming out, that never had, the Galaxy series never had anything higher than 320 PPI, and now the new one is supposed to have 441. Big upgrade, and it's supposed to be a huge difference. And where do you see that difference normally? It's in the sun. When you're looking at your display in the sun and you can't really see because of the glare, well, we see with HTC One X and the Droid DNA, you could still see very clear. Even the iPhone you can see very clear because of the Retina display. It's just their display isn't as high as PPI. You don't have that much of clarity, I would say, or color saturation that you would find in these new LCD 3s or Super AMOLED displays or FHD. There's so many different displays that are coming out now, it's completely ridiculous. Now, the other phone that a little bit more about the Optimus G Pro, it's going to have that curved display, so it's going to give it a little bit more depth. So it's not going to be 3D, it's going to be like 2.5D. I've said this in other episodes. It's going to have 2 gigs of RAM, a 3000 mAh battery. It sounds like an amazing smartphone. Now, what else I want to talk about today is a little bit more about the Galaxy S4. How many versions of the Galaxy S4 do we expect to see? I see at least a minimum of 3. 2 of them I'm going to talk about today. Another one I'm going to save for a different episode when I finally have more information about it. But the one that really caught my eye is the one that's supposedly going to have a Snapdragon processor in it, not the 5-octa. Why is that? Well, we just got a Nina II benchmark result of a Samsung smartphone that's coming out with 1080p resolution. That to me would be the Galaxy S4. It's supposed to have a 1.9 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon processor. That does not sound like the S4, the S4 Pro, or anything like that, because it's 1.9 gigahertz. To me, that would have to be the 800 series, or at the very least the 600 series. But I'm going to go with the 800 series on that. What else did we find out about it? It's going to have 4.2 Jelly Bean on it, right out of the box, which is completely... I mean, we're definitely expecting that, right? It better have it. And what else about the new Galaxy S4? We all know it's going to be the 4.99-inch display. Now, the international version will have the 5-octa in it, the 8-core processor. The reason for the difference is I'm thinking that it's going to have, it has to do with the LTE. The LTE network in the United States runs better with Snapdragon processors, it seems. I've seen many smartphones like the HTC One X last year when it came out. It came out with the Tegra 3 all over international markets, and when it came to the United States or 4G LTE markets like in Canada or Australia, they saw the Snapdragon Pro processor in it, well, Snapdragon S4 processor in it. So that's why we're going to probably see at least 2 right away, and then a third to come later on, and I'll tell you about that third one in another episode, not today, because I just do not have that much information on it. But the fact that the United States version is probably going to be LTE, of course, 1.9 gigahertz Snapdragon 800 series, I'm really excited about, because I do really want to see the difference between the Samsung chipset and the Snapdragon chipset in the same exact phone. Which one will have the better battery life? Which one will be running faster? I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely going to do the tests on both of them. Alright, moving on. The HTC One M7, whatever you want to call it. We've seen pictures in black and in white, as you can see. They definitely look smooth. These large live tiles that you see on the display, I don't know, man, that definitely looks a little Windows-ish to me. I probably won't have my phone looking like that. When I do get it, I will be running the tests, see what's going on with what this looks like. I prefer my, my tiles and my personal widgets. This, I never liked the window outlook, the look. But that's what we're going to be seeing on Tuesday, I am assuming, and I will be there. I'm going to be trying to do a live broadcast straight from the event onto YouTube, or right onto my Facebook fan page, which you can scroll down in right below here and click it to get to it, to click like so you can get it. Last thing I'm going to talk about is that Xperia Z from Sony. Guys, that thing is pretty sick. At first I wasn't really thrilled about it because, Sony and their update process and everything like that, but it is a pretty smooth looking phone, and the fact that we have fans putting out videos of them using it underwater, taking videos, pictures underwater, that really is pretty cool. You don't have to have a case on it to do that, you know what I mean? You can have it underwater for up to 30 minutes before it starts to fail or the water actually does damage. But also remember, try to dry it off as best as you can. If you use it underwater, it is water, it will rust the inside of your phone, so make sure you do dry it off completely. It is a pretty cool feature. I love that. I mean, I'll put the link underneath so you can get to see the video of them using it underwater. It is pretty cool, guys. I like it. Well, that was another episode of Smartphone World. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned, because on Tuesday I will be at the HTC event in New York City, and I will be bringing you all the latest news, pictures, video, and everything that I can get from the event for you guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Remember, give me some comments, click like, subscribe, my Facebook fan page, Twitter. Visit thatsmartphoneshow.com for articles that I'm not talking about here. Have a great day, guys.